come on. Guys, there were some spicy changes. Did you and Tony start streaming at the same time intentionally? I got to stream real quick. One sec. Literally just stole all my thunder. SMH my head. Alright, cool. Alright, we've talked our shit. We talked our shit, chat. So the change that is going on is here, I'll show you guys. This is kind of funny after last night. You guys are gonna love this. You guys are gonna love this. PD instructed by federal government to take numbers of people bringing hostages to MRPD. Then this one is, I don't know. I think maybe that's related. I don't know. Koils take on the breaking out of custody meta.
Yeah, I think once you're in handcuffs, you just surrender. I think that might even be a rule right now. That if you are in handcuffs, the only way you do a jailbreak is via the bus transport. I'm pretty sure it's a rule. So if people report it, they'll just get banned, I think. I'm pretty confident it's a rule, so. Yeah, see? Here it is. If you want to break someone out, it's prison transport, basically. So, it's up to them if they wanted to get enforced, or will get enforced. I think hostages, once you're caught, using a hostage is just a cheap, I think it's a power gaming move, to be honest. Depending on what happened before, I guess. But especially if it's violent, like you're 100% like at that point just being fucking dumb. Like if you shot a cop, right, and then you use a hostage to get somebody that shot the cops like out of handcuffs, realistically you're dead. You know what I mean? You were just dead at that point. Anywhere in America you'd just be dead. They would literally just fucking shoot you in the face. There wouldn't even be a talk about it. And it's not so much about what's realistic and shit like that. It's more so like being a police officer is already fucking shit in this server. And it gets tedious when you finally arrest somebody and then you have to do the same thing again, because everyone will say, oh, cops can't take an L. But the reality is, I don't think anybody can. You know what I mean? The criminals are just as shitty at this as the cops are. I don't understand. The only justification that's made is because
it's a really good take. I 100% agree with him, actually. I just baited you all with my face and my reaction. 100% agree with Coil's take on this. 100% agree. In fact, if you guys, ironically, if you guys go back to the start of my stream yesterday, I talked about this very thing before the burger shot heist. And I literally said, taking people hostage to release people is borderline. It's not even power game. It's borderline NVL. If you shot at cops, and like, or robbed a bank and your homies got caught and you took a hostage at the hospital or like the police station, you get fucking gunned down, dude. Like, you can't do that. Like, it's just, it's also like, I agree with Coil's take. I think it's like criminals don't want to take an L, and so they look for any excuse to like not take the L and come up with any situation where they can not take the L. That's the reality of it. You just shouldn't do it. I don't agree with him that if you're in handcuffs, it's over. I think if your boys really want to risk it and want to fucking try to shoot the PD, like if you're in handcuffs in a car and your boys want to shoot the PD and engage in full-on risky combat, I think that is okay. I think taking some random person hostage to swap out is fucking dumb. Now, you might be like, wait a minute. Didn't you literally just do that last night? I would argue the times I have done it are largely for content and less to get the dub And I basically went in doing it knowing that Mickey would be caught. And I even said that when I said I was going to I'm not going to come up with some elaborate plan. And honestly, I was considering originally, I didn't really have a plan. I was just considering driving to the fucking hospital. If you guys really want to know what was going through my mind, I was going to drive to the hospital and just like start yelling at the police to let my boys go. And I honestly kind of wanted to just turn myself in just so I could go with the boys. Because I got out and I thought it would be more fun if I just went to prison with them. Like, made more sense for Mickey. He wasn't going to just like escape and get away. But because I saw Abdul there and we had already kidnapped him earlier, I had to take him hostage. The RP opportunity was too good. Bring him to MRPD. Did I actually think we were going to get away with the boys? Fuck no. I had no expectation of that. In fact, if anything, I thought Bass was going to do what I thought was going to happen. I thought Bass was going to have officers dress up as the burger shop employees and do the swap again and trick Mickey with it again. That's actually what I thought was going to happen. The other time I've done it at Mission Row PD, I basically played dumb for the cops to get not only the dub, but it's not for the cops to get the dub. I played dumb for the cops to get good content, which was, you know, them saying they were bringing out, you know, and it was actually Bass. So do you regret breaking out the boys last night? Absolutely not. Here's my take. Breaking out of custody meta, this whole thing, I don't think I've ever abused this. I think the times I have done it have actually been like pretty good RP. And are harder to abuse. I think I've done it 3 times. One was the time with which I got caught for, and it was fucking hilarious. And you know, for those of you who don't know, Bass dressed up as got in the car, and then it was like made to be like me and were escaping, but it was actually Bass as took off the helmet. It was fucking hilarious. The other time was Buddha. And that one was a little bit different because he wasn't at Pillbox or MRPD yet. It was really lucky that I saw, and I figured literally it was that on the phone. I think I was on the phone with, who was I on the phone with? Glorion? All I know is they said Lang jumped out of the car. And so I immediately knew that he was fucking dead. So hello? Hey, kitty cats. Hold on, my cats are. Hey. Oh. Cats, guys, what are you gonna do? You're okay. Jesus. Fox. It was Lando. Say hi to stream. Don't go after your brother. All right, you guys chill. Hey, Roku, you too. The time with Buddha was like me like grabbing the fucking whatever it was. Yeah, the fucking EMS dude. I thought that was actually kind of cool. And then the last time was this most recent time. I'll probably do it less, or I mean, I won't do it at all. But like, I think this is a really good change. I also think Coil mentioned like how cops get treated like shit on the server. 100%. I get the swapping hostage for hostage thing, but what about when X took a hostage to MRPD and get a car out of garage? Thoughts on that? It's the same thing. Like, Chad, it's basically saying this. If a car is in Mission Row PD, it's done. Like, or if someone gets caught in their process and they're in Mission Row, it's done. That's kind of what they're saying. By the way, in case you're wondering, this whole change is not because of Mickey and Abdul. This is because of this shit happens all the time, and it's been a really big meta. Basically, every major crim group does this. It's played over and over. Oh, one of your boys got caught. All right, go to Mission Row, go to hospital, take someone hostage. It's just dumb. They shouldn't do it. Doctor dress up is like, I think the problem is like some individual instances of this are cool RP. Other times it's just, but like people just spam it over and over again. By the way, I am not saying this. I think the easiest take I could give, or the most simple way to explain this, if someone is in cuffs, you are getting them out with force, not with negotiation. Put it that way. If they are in cuffs, you have to get them out with force, not negotiation. They're in cuffs, you can still free your boys. You have to fucking engage the PD though. And that's fucking risky. You don't get to just like easy negotiate out. By the way, I know that it's X who does this a lot, by the way. I love X. John Paul has some of the like funniest fucking, I'm just saying like we just shouldn't do it anymore. It's fine. Yeah, I mean by the way, if the green light is shoot him to get him out, go for it. That's a risky thing to do. And it will also push the cops to work on scene control more. So more shooting of cops. I mean, I think it's pretty risky to do, but yeah, maybe. Okay. You guys really want the take here? Everyone's like, oh, it just means people are going to shoot cops more in these situations. I'm going to be really blunt and honest. Crim's just got to take the L. Like, I don't know how to say this, but it's like, because what's gonna happen is, what people think will happen is that now crims will just start shooting up the cops when their boys get caught, and you know what's gonna happen? Sometimes they're gonna get out, and sometimes they're not, and then people are gonna like tensions are gonna increase, and people are gonna maul. Like, I really think this message is less to say, yeah, you have to like fully shoot us. And it's more to say like, when someone's caught, like, let's mostly let them be caught. And I feel like I get the intent behind this. Like listen to like what like, let's just watch Koils clip again. Right? Like,
yeah, I think once you're in handcuffs, you just surrender. I think that might even be a rule right now. That if you are in handcuffs, the only way you do a jailbreak is via the bus transport. I'm pretty sure it's a rule. So if people report it, they'll just get banned, I think. I'm pretty confident it's a rule, so. Yeah, see? Here it is. If you want to break someone out, it's prison transport, basically. So, it's up to them if they wanted to get enforced, or will get enforced. I think hostages, once you're caught, using a hostage is just a cheap, I think it's a power gaming move, to be honest. Depending on what happened before, I guess. But especially if it's violent, like you're 100% like at that point just being fucking dumb. Like if you shot a cop, right, and then you use a hostage to get somebody that shot the cops like out of handcuffs, realistically you're dead. You know what I mean? You were just dead at that point. No, anywhere in America you'd just be dead. They would literally just fucking shoot you in the face. There wouldn't even be a talk about it. And it's not so much about what's realistic and shit like that. It's more so like being a police officer is already fucking shit in this server. And it gets tedious when you finally arrest somebody and then you have to do the same thing again, because everyone will say, oh, cops can't take an L. But the reality is, I don't think anybody can. You know what I mean? The criminals are just as shitty at this as the cops are. I don't understand. The only justification that's made is because there's more viewers on criminal side, which makes them think that they're more right or some shit like that.
That's actually a really base take. I kind of agree with that. Sorry, it's just the reality of it. That's actually true. Yeah, that's true. It's pretty true. No, I really think that's true, by the way. This is, by the way, this is as someone who is a criminal viewer, or sorry, criminal streamer who has never made a cop, never had to deal with the bullshit of cops, and who has greatly benefited from many viewers and new viewers because I'm a criminal and because of the crazy shit I do. The whole prison transport thing. Listen, if there is like a big bust, like for the nines, like with Wayne and Anto, fucking raid criminal like stuff, I can see that being a cool prison transport. When it's like some big deal, a big shot criminal for something big. If it's because of SBS shit or because you got caught on a bank job and you want to do a fucking prison transport, problem is people will be like, yeah, prison transport every single time they get caught. Come on. Like that's just like, it's like selfish at that point, right? Like prison transports should be like a once every other week thing. It should be very rare. The reality of what they're saying is when you're in cuffs, you're caught. Like when you're in cuffs, you're caught. The only cop streamer with any decent amount of views is Penta. Well, actually, let's see. Do you guys want to see? All right, hold on. Let's see. Let's go to the Grand Theft Auto category. He's on right now. What the fuck? Oh, it's because I'm watching less. All right, Eddie. I would say Eddie's like Civ, right? I mean, wise guy is like, you know, wise guy's like neutral, middle-ish. Criminal. Is this a German no pixel? Marty, criminal. Tony, criminal. Where's our first cop? I mean, even if this stuff like, is Dean on? Nope, Dean's on Crim. I think Dean's still a Crim main too. Like Malton. Okay. All right, you guys want the base like data take? If you average the like view time, Kyle was on with like 10K. Dude, if you average the view time of criminals versus cops, I guarantee you. I guess there's more. There also are more criminals than cops. It's a better way to, what's a better way to do this? You divide by percentages of crims versus cops. Actually, no, because even still, it's basically saying that like the general audience still watches crims. Crims, I think even if I exclude XQC, like how about this? I could exclude XQC and Saikuno. I could exclude XQC and Saikuno. I could exclude the top criminals, and I guarantee criminals still have more viewers. Let's say I exclude Saikuno, XQC, and Buddha, and Summit. I'll actually move all of them away, and I'll even remove like so like, you know, the fucking biggest ones. Look at, you have Rated, Rami, who are, you know, there's basically no cop. There's only a few cops who even get to like 10K. It's basically what Kyle and Wrangler. Kyle and Penta. Take out CB, CG, XQC, and you still have crims above cops. That actually might be true. I think you could literally take out CB, CG, and X, and you'd still have more criminals than cops. Or criminal viewers. Randy, Rami, Whippy all have active cop characters? No, they don't. No, they don't. What percent of Rami and rated streams are on their cops? Whippy maybe, but not Rami and Randy. Like what, 10%? Right? I mean, like, I mean, I'm just like, I'm not like trying to be like antagonistic. I'm just leveling with you guys. They're like Coil's point that there are way more crim viewers than cop viewers. 100% true. The rule of 4 is genuinely saving cops. TBH, it's really amazing how clutch that rule is for them. Talked about it yesterday. I think the rule of 4 is a good rule. Like, I guess the question is, what is the like thesis of the server? And that's the question you have to ask yourself. Do you want the server to feel like a city that is a lawful city with an organized government and some degree of rules and regulations, or do you want it to feel like a lawless zone of complete chaos like GTA Online? Right? And I would argue what makes No Pixel special is that it has some degree of control on it. By the way, I'm telling you, as someone who's played on the server, the worst 10 cops with PD assault rifles and armor versus 4 crims. Yeah. So? And? Like, it's like you guys are coming from playing Valorant. Like, dude, it's like you're coming from playing Valorant and using Valorant balance to explain crims versus cops. Do you want to know something that's really big? Guess what? When cops pull over crims can just get out and fucking shoot the cops. What about that advantage? You want to know how fucking big that advantage is? To be able to just fucking shoot the cops? Everyone always says, oh yeah, we magged up. Dude, you get to fucking shoot the cops for free. The cops can't just shoot you for free. That's such a big power disadvantage. Cops crying about that? I'd cry about that too. Honestly, you guys want to know one of the reasons why I potentially don't want to fucking make a cop character? I don't want to get fucking mag dumped every day. I want to just get fucking shot and downed every day. Yeah, sure, I don't lose money, or there's like not like bigger punishments. It feels like cops just get a lot of like more consistent, like smaller shit happening to them, you know? I think rule of 4 going away when you're on your turf is a good change. Let me call Tanish, actually. And I want to keep talking about this stuff with you guys.